Oh yeah. Y'all know what it is. We finna talk about it. We finna talk about some pound for pound monsters right now. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Oh yeah. Welcome back to All Sports Media TV. I am your host, KJ the Great. Thank you for tuning in. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, like button, bell icon to get all the new notifications because we are definitely going up and we are doing more by the day. So we talking about the current WBA lightweight champion, Gervonta Tank Davis, who is 30 wins, no losses, no draws, 28 wins by way of knockout. It has been revealed that he is now number one in the Ring magazine's ranking. The title is still vacant because Devin Haney vacated it when he moved up to 140. But his so sad opponent for this November, Vasily Lomachenko, the newly crowned IBF lightweight champion, is ranked number two by the by the Ring magazine. Lomachenko, 18 wins, 3 losses, no draws, 12 wins by way of knockout. Now, to round out those rankings, remember, Gervonta Tank Davis is number one. Vasily Lomachenko is number two. To round out those rankings, we got William Zepeda at number three. We've got the WBC champion, the WBC lightweight champion, Shakur Stevenson at number four, and the WBO lightweight champion, Dennis Berinchek at number five. Now, Gervonta Tank Davis recently stated that he wants to go undisputed before he calls it quits, and recently was talked about that he is going to sign a $200+ million 6-fight deal with Amazon Prime. Kudos to the man for getting his money. Kudos to the man for getting his money. Can't knock him. Can't knock him. But yeah, he gets that bag. We all know, and he said that he before he retires, he wants to fight Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez, Lomachenko, Shakur Stevenson. He said those are the guys he wants to fight before he calls it quits. And you work in a rematch clause with one of those guys. That's about 5 fights, maybe 2 rematch clauses with 2 of those guys. That's about 6 fights, and definitely will push his stardom and along with whoever else he faces into further pay-per-view star status. Now, Gervonta Tank Davis, in my opinion, he is one of the, if not the faces of boxing. The only other person that's doing bigger numbers right now or prior were aside from the heavyweights, were Canelo Alvarez and Earl the Truth Spence Jr. We're talking just pay-per-view numbers. Canelo Alvarez was, 600,000, 800,000, a million pay-per-view buys, fighting the likes of Triple G and Mayweather, all those guys. Earl Spence, he was doing, 300+ thousand fighting in Texas, all those. Gervonta Tank Davis really broke out and onto the scene with his fight against Ryan Garcia when he did upwards of 1.4 million pay-per-view buys. But he's kind of hovering around the 200,000 to about 270,000 pay-per-view buys since then and prior. So yeah, he is a star. Now Lomachenko, he's been on pay-per-view before, but not to those type of numbers. But with his career, he was pegged as like the next big thing since Ali by Bob Arum, the greatest fighter Bob Arum has seen since Ali. That's his words, not mine. Um, so he was kind of, fast tracked from the amateurs, having arguably one of the greatest amateur careers, 2-time gold medalist, 400+ fights. And so, he gets right into the pros in his second fight. He's fighting for a title against Salido. He lost that fight, but he goes on to, win titles, unify the titles. He ended up losing to Teofimo Lopez. He spent some time in his home of Ukraine with all the unfortunate events going on between Ukraine and Russia. And then he came back and he fought Devin Haney on pay-per-view. He ended up losing a unanimous decision. Close fight. I did score for Devin Haney, but it was close. Real close. One round could have made the difference. Maybe 2 rounds could have made the difference. But it was that, it was that close. But the reason I'm commenting on this is because this fight gets finalized. The Ring Magazine has stated that that title will be on the line in this fight. Now we know when the Ring Magazine title gets involved, lineage is on the line. So who will rise to be the next lineal champion, establish a new line of lineage in this whole ordeal? Because we know Devin Haney, he's not coming back down to 135 ever. If he fights Gervonta Tank Davis, it'll be at a catch weight somewhere around 137, 138 or something like that, if that fight ever happens. So who you think going to win this? It'll be a title unification, the WBA, IBF, and the Ring Magazine title on the line, and a clearer path to undisputed. Whoever should win. Let me know in the comments what y'all think about this. Peace.